What's going on, guys? Matty C here. We didn't do anything last week, did we?
What?
We didn't do anything last week, did we?
Yeah, we did. We did. You did the.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's been crazy.
Right. It feels like we didn't do anything last week, but we did
We did.
because we did record that kind of like out of whack.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gotta talk about something we haven't touched base on in
No.
live gaming yet. We gotta talk about Switch.
The Switch.
Gotta talk about the Switch. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I think Nintendo is finally. I mean, it's got its problems.
mixed.
It's very mixed. I'm really excited for it. I'm always excited whenever Nintendo does something, but I do think that they are finally listening to their consumer base for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
But like I said, it is Nintendo, so they've got to innovate. They've got to do something else. It's Nintendo. Like I said, it does have some flaws. But first, let's just start with the games.
Okay.
Let's start with the games that are coming out for it, 'cause that's what excites me the most. They nailed it. They're doing it. They are releasing Breath of the Wild at launch.
They had to. They honestly they had to do that because
Yeah.
they would be done. Like, I mean, Wii U's been waiting for that game for how long now? And I honestly,
2 or
because
3 years.
I've been thinking about this a lot. Because you know me, I've never been like, a Nintendo person.
Sure.
So I was super excited when, they were talking about the NX. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool because this is what I wanted in the Vita.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm hyped. And then it's like, it is exactly what they said it was.
Yeah.
And more.
Yeah.
Like, hardware-wise.
Yeah.
Hardware-wise. And, like, that's the thing. I'm trying to not be biased based off that presentation that we saw. Because that sucked my excitement level a little bit. But I'm still hyped for the idea of this Switch.
Yeah.
Enough to make me pre-order it,
Yeah.
which we will have pre-orders.
Gosh,
we have a Switch.
The conference was it was a bear.
It was
to watch.
laughable. Like,
The translation was like
when they had the Suda 51 guy on, he just gave up. He was just like, and you heard the sigh too.
Yeah,
he went.
It's like just so upset. Like, I'm sure he's just like, what are you guys giving me right now?
The guy just kept going and going. Like, he didn't take a break for the guy to actually like really think about what he was saying.
No.
And he must have went really off script to be like, that confused.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God, this translator does not know what to do. Which is why I thought, why didn't they just do a direct? They excel at directs.
It was weird how they didn't do it.
They tried to be like Microsoft and Sony and failed. Whereas the entire time they're saying that they're not trying to be like them.
Yeah.
But then they do this press conference, which is like awkward.
And they've had a lot of success in I like their directs.
Yeah, their directs were really cool. Like, I guarantee you, if they did a direct and it was just like, okay, here's the system, show a couple games, comes out March 3rd, Zelda's on it, boom.
Oh, people would have been crapping themselves.
I would have been hyped. I'd been like, okay, cool. Like, this is sweet.
Yeah.
But instead, we got every 5 seconds, they were doing the Switch pun with the snapping their fingers.
Yeah.
Let's switch to this person. And then the Ice Cube guy. Like, 1, 2, 3 ice cubes. And then it was like, you can feel it. I'm like, wait, so can you feel cold? Like, I was so confused when they were showing that segment because I'm like, wait a minute. Is there a sensor to where like it blows air at you?
Am I gonna dynamic feelings?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, is this like a 4D controller? I'm like, what is happening with this?
Can I time travel with this?
Yeah. And it was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, I kind of figured it was going to have a motion control in it. Like, it's Nintendo. They had really good success with the Wii. They had to keep it going.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, back to the games though. Zelda, I'm excited for because I've never really played too many Zelda games. The only Zelda game I've ever beaten was that Link Between Worlds on the 3DS.
Which was amazing. I loved that one.
And I loved it. And it's like, okay, so I haven't actually played and beat a full 3D Zelda game
And
before.
I mean, gosh, that was just a top-down one.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, I played a little bit of, like, Twilight Princess, but, like, it was on the Wii, and I didn't like the waggle.
See that's like one of my biggest like complaints, or I guess regrets.
Like, I just
is
want to sit there and play it, you know?
Skyward Sword. I want to play it so bad,
But I don't want to play it like they're making me play it.
but I didn't want to waggle my arms everywhere
Yeah.
and swing the sword.
I'm
it
like,
annoyed me.
it's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. But a gamer that just wants to sit down and invest how many hours into that game, they don't want to sit there and every time they get in combat go,
Yeah, especially Breath of the Wild. The map is huge.
right? I would not want to sit there and play that game and be like,
It
every
was
5
annoying.
seconds, you know?
I was in the first world where you're on your like Sky Village where you
Mhm.
start out, and it was just a beautiful game. I loved it. And then you go to the first temple. You know, find out Link and blah blah blah, and save the princess. So you go to go to the first temple, and I entered the first temple. I think I played like half of it, and I was just like,
you're like,
can't do
I'm
it
done.
anymore. I can't do it anymore. I ran into like something that probably even shouldn't be that hard because it was like the first temple, and
Yeah.
I know how those games work. I couldn't do it. It annoyed the crap out of me. And then when the game came out, I remember people were just like,
That was bugging me.
I don't know, I was twiddling with it too. It was just getting like 10s across the board, and I'm like, you know what? If I could use a pro controller, I probably would have given it a
Yeah.
10.
Could that not be played with a pro controller?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
That would have been really bad then.
It's worth a look into.
Yeah.
But I want to download it. It's like $20 in the virtual console on Wii U right now. But I downloaded Mario Galaxy 2 like a year ago because I had never played it, and they
Mhm.
make you use
The one.
they make you use the nunchuck and stick, and I'm like,
Uh.
I don't want to do it. Then again, that game has a lot of implemented like motion controls, and you hold the thing sideways to play. But
Still though.
I gotta
like,
look into it because I'm dying to play Skyward Sword. If I can play that before Switch comes out and Zelda comes out.
Oh, it's just the speaker.
But I didn't pre-order the Switch. I want the Switch, obviously. I didn't pre-order it, so now that I don't have my pre-order in, I'm thinking maybe
You're gonna stay at midnight.
I don't know, because I'm thinking as much as I want to experience Breath of the Wild on the Switch, I might just cop out and get it for the Wii U, just so I can I want it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Because I crashed my car.
Yeah,
So now I need a car.
that kind of takes priority.
That takes priority.
That
that
takes
takes
a
a
little
lot of priority. So, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that
I've got a
sucks.
car picked out. I really want it. It's got like 40,000 miles on it. It's like 11 grand. It's like a Mazda 3.
Hmm.
So that's looking pretty promising. But then there's the whole thing of going to look at it, pricing things out, going to get a loan, finding the best loan.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this at all.
No,
At
I
all.
would be.
I'm looking forward to the new car, but
Not the process and
No.
that involves it.
no.
But yeah, like I'm excited for that. And I'm honestly the biggest surprise that they didn't even say at the press conference. Bomberman is back.
Yes.
Why didn't they even reveal? Like, why didn't they even say anything about that? That's huge.
People would have loved that. I love
That was
Bomberman.
huge. That would have been the best part of that presentation if
Oh,
they would have
yeah.
been like, and this is what's coming out too for the Switch at launch, and then it's like, Bomberman.
Yeah.
Like, why did? And it's Konami that's bringing it back, which kind of makes me mad. But
odd. Yeah.
but still, they're bringing back Bomberman.
I can't wait. I love Bomberman. I used to play the mess
Which
out of
I will
Bomberman
have
on
that, too.
64. Arms looks kind of cool.
Arms does look pretty cool. It's very interesting because it's almost like it's gonna be like a Punch Out. for the
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious with that. I may eventually pick that up.
Yeah.
I'm also excited for that. What's that called? It's the 1-2 switch. That's pretty interesting too. That'd be a cool little let's play.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
Because I mean that involves not even looking at the screen, which is pretty sweet. I'm just excited to be able to take a system on the go. That's my biggest thing.
It's gonna be really nice.
And that's why I always loved my Vita, but then like the promise of the Vita just kind of got buried underneath. They just kind of gave it up.
Mm-hmm.
But
welcome to Vita Island.
Yeah, Vita Island, and
Then you have to wonder. You have to wonder with the battery life when you are playing on the go. I mean, people playing Skyrim on the go are,
See, people complain about that, but the way I see it, if it lasts at least 3 hours playing a game like Skyrim or Zelda, I'm okay with.
That's fine, because I'm not gonna sit there for 3 hours.
Exactly. I'll be by a charge. Like it'll be cool to be like, okay, well I'm gonna take this. Or like maybe if I'm in a car ride, I'm never really in a car ride for 3 hours.
Handheld gaming for me has usually, unless I'm playing like Pokemon or something
or
on
you
the
get
3DS,
battery,
where I'm like investing time in it. Handheld gaming has always been kind of like a time killer for me.
Yeah. And then like I mean, if you're like in a long car ride or something, external batteries, everybody's not overthinking this, but like really dumb about it. Like, 3 hours, oh no, what will we ever do? And it's like you have external batteries. It's just like a phone. If your phone's dead, just plug it into the external battery.
Right.
You're good to go. And like, I mean, it'll be cool to be like taking it on a long car ride and you're sitting there, or if you're on a plane, like, man, like just imagine this, because I was talking to Jeff about this. You're taking a flight somewhere. The guy next to you looks kind of cool, and be like, "Yo, man, you want to play some Mario Kart?" You be the cool guy on the airplane.
Right. Right.
Like Mario Kart. I don't have my 3DS. No, I got this. Bam, and bust out.
And
you go, here you go.
Screen.
And he's like, what? Like he brought a console on the plane? Like, yeah, I'm that guy.
I'm the cool guy. Want to be friends with me?
But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Which means I will have it launch day. By the time you're seeing this, we have already started our Let's Play Live series. It comes out on Friday, which is a weird time. It kind of sucks because I've already said that for the Chivo we will have a launch stream for Nintendo Switch. We'll have Bomberman and 1-2 Switch to kind of play around with. Obviously, you're more than welcome to join on that, because that'd be fun as heck. I may do a special, depending on the time we get back, a special Let's Play Live launch as well for our channel. Because I mean, it is Friday, and I'm trying to stick to the schedule. But for a special occasion like that, you have to do it. Yeah. Even if it's a late at night thing. So, if anything, even if you can't stay that long, it'll be like, me just playing Zelda or something. So, just be on the lookout for that, because I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to sink some hours into Zelda, honestly.
Yeah. Oh man. Xenoblade Chronicles I'm really excited for.
I'm excited to finally be able to play one of those.
They're fantastic games. And then I'm just things they didn't. Oh, Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey. That looks fantastic.
That looks awesome. We're finally getting a successor to Sunshine or 64. Finally, open world again. Let me do things.
The fact
in a
that
Mario game.
Is in real world and it looked like Assassin's Creed, like
so
climbing.
Weird.
I'm like,
so weird.
This is Mario Assassin's Creed right now. And then I'm excited to finally play Splatoon, because I've never been able to play those.
Splatoon is really fun. And
I kind of hope that they do a Wii U port of Bayonetta 2.
They might.
They better.
We'll see what happens. I'm sure Platinum's going to do something on the Switch.
God, they need to bring it to Switch. Like, I want to play it. Or if anything, have it so like it goes in a virtual console so you can play it on the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. One of my big gripes with the Switch is they are making you pay for online service.
Eventually.
and I think
it's an app on your phone for the voice. How stupid is that?
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Because there was an interview where Reggie was kind of like, "Oh well, we didn't want people to lug out their huge headsets." I'm like, they're not huge. B, they're very convenient because then you can listen to your
Yeah,
audio.
I'm like, what do you think people use right now?
And then C, it's like, phone? Really?
I mean, if that's the case, here, let me just call you really quick. You're okay. You're on speaker.
Like, seriously, that's exactly what it is. And it's like, okay, I can understand that being an option for on the go. Like,
Yeah.
just make that for an on the go option. But when you get to the console and you plug it in, you can use a headset.
Yeah.
But no, it's even when it's plugged into the dock, you got to use a freaking phone for voice.
Not to mention, I mean,
PlayStation 2 had a built-in microphone.
Yeah.
But the Switch can't.
Ridiculous.
Xbox One had a built-in headset that you plugged in, and it worked.
Yep. Ugh.
But the Switch, you got to use your phone. You got to use a secondary device.
Stupid. Not to
What the heck,
mention,
Nintendo?
with the app, I mean, you're on Wi-Fi, you're going to be using that much extra data.
Exactly.
If you are on the go, you're going
And then
to
you're
be
using
using
data. Luckily for me, I do have Sprint for good and for worse. Because then, for worse, what if you don't have service?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm on like a 12 gig package right now, shared.
Like, how much data is that going to suck up? Because then it defers to quality of the voice chat then.
Yeah.
Because then if it's really, like, low, the voice chat is going to be terrible.
Yeah. Along the lines of the online service, paying for it. Here you go, guys. You get an NES game and an SNES game for the first month for free.
And then it goes away.
Then we're taking it from you, and then you got to pay for them.
Yeah, so it's like it's trying to be PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold, but then
But failing at
but
it.
failing at it, it'd be like, okay, well, at the end of the month, it's gone. You don't have it anymore.
Like,
Because there was a cool idea of being like, okay, well, and then it'll have online services on the NES and SNES game, and it's like, that's pretty cool. But then you take it away from me.
what?
They better rethink that.
Yeah, they
before
have
it
to.
comes
They
out.
have to, because what I was hoping
Because then
for.
there's no point in paying for it.
What I was hoping for was, if they were going to charge us for online service, I was like, okay, then do a plus kind of format. Give us free virtual console games.
That would have been really cool.
Or have, like, pay scales, different kinds of subscriptions. So if I pay, like,
X amount, you may get,
$20
like,
bucks a month, then...
You may get a GameCube game
get,
or
like,
an actual Switch game whenever there's more Switch
right,
games.
get, like, higher-up games,
Yeah.
and then be able to keep them, obviously.
Yeah, keep them in your library, which makes no sense. Like, say, okay, I would be even down for, say, you give them $5. $5, and then they would have, and this is still pushing it, then they would do that whole, well, you get the game for free for 1 month, and then we'll take it away. But then if you do $10, you get to keep the game. That would have been a nice little, like, foot in the door, give you a taste of it.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, is it worth it? Okay, and then up,
You're lucky you've never actually, like, gotten any of the Wiis or anything like that and gotten virtual
I
console
know.
games.
Because they don't. There's no account to sync to.
No.
Because
they
once
don't,
you have,
like,
you have to buy
transfer
them a whole
anything.
bunch of
You
different
gotta,
times.
You gotta buy them again.
That's
buy 'em
why
again.
I'm super glad that I'm going into the Switch and I'll be able to be like, okay, it's tied to my Nintendo account now. From now on. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Ugh.
But they do so much right, but then they do so much wrong.
Mm-hmm. The way they're going to redeem themselves of this is if they seriously put out just phenomenal games. If they, we
And
got
they
Breath
have
of the
third-party
Wild looks
support.
amazing. Third-party support. Give us a new Metroid Prime.
Don't give us a 8-year-old Skyrim game.
Yeah.
That's not even the special edition.
Yeah. Do a better Star Fox game.
Oh.
Give us, it. Give us the Pokemon game we've been wanting. And the Sun
they
and Moon
didn't
is
even
going
talk
to be
about
cool.
that Sun and Moon port.
They didn't at all.
I was gonna be super excited for that, but nope. They're probably gonna say something at E3. How much you want to bet?
E3, yeah. Reggie said something to people's complaints of games that they want to see, like Metroid and whatnot, and he said, like, he was really secretive about it in an interview. He was like, well, don't dismiss it. Okay. Wink.
He's like, yeah.
So I really want a new Metroid game.
That'd be really
Those games
cool.
were phenomenal. Like
See, I never got to play any of them, so I'd love to experience it.
Metroid Prime, the first one, is probably one of my favorite like first-person games. It's insane. It's open world. It gets really difficult. Then again, I was really young when I played it, so I was a little naive. I would like to go back and play it now
and see how you
and
do.
just see how, in comparison, I can get through it. But I got stuck a lot in that game, and the final boss was really hard. And two was cool. 3 I never played.
No.
I would like to invest in the collection. I think it'd be pretty cool because you can play the collection with the Pro controllers and the Wii.
Oh, really?
You can. Very hard to find though. The Metroid Prime collection. It goes for like $80 on eBay. It's extremely rare, and that's the other thing.
Jeez.
Okay, that's another thing with Nintendo. They have to mass produce things because
Yeah,
I swear,
don't give this artificial scarcity to make your product sell more. Come on, now.
That
ruins it.
Yeah, and I mean that's why prices never drop on them.
Oh my
That's
God.
why prices don't drop on games.
The
That's why
Wii U
it's
is the
hard to
same
find
price
them.
as the freaking Switch.
It's so stupid.
That's what made me decide. I'm like, okay, because I was telling you before. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm probably just gonna wait on the Switch and get a Wii U, and then get Zelda Breath of the Wild. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, in the end, even if I get like a used one, I'm gonna be paying more
yeah.
for a Wii U that I don't really want. I want the Switch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might as well just freaking pre-order it.
Yeah,
You would think that they would have, because I mean they're discontinuing. You would think they would knock down the price.
Yeah. They said Breath of the Wild is their last Wii U
Yeah.
game. They're done.
Bring down the freaking price. Sell the rest of the consoles you have, because nobody's gonna want to touch that once the Switch comes out.
No. Although I am very excited to hear about the GameCube Virtual Console.
Oh, yes.
That excites
Because then there's
me
gonna be
a
a lot
lot.
of games that I can finally play that I never got to
Oh
experience.
my gosh, dude! Like the Metroids, like
Metroids,
Super Mario
Sunshine,
Sunshine.
yeah.
Which that game is.
Because everybody always talks about that, and I'm
that
like,
game is phenomenal, dude.
so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see if they do that. What's that one called? That horror game that Glenn always talks about, Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness. Oh, so
if they
good.
bring that'd be really cool.
Which I'm
like,
sure they will. That was a first-party title.
Mhm.
Uh,
Like that would be really
Double
sweet to play.
Dash is one of my favorite Mario Karts. Double Dash was awesome.
You know, and then they would have to bring Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah, of course.
That would be really cool.
Literally like the 10th port of that game.
Well, it wouldn't be a port. It would just be the game.
No, it would be Virtual Console, but they probably won't do it just because it's been
No.
remastered so many times.
I wish they would though. That'd be sweet. Just Resident Evil 4 on the go. Yeah,
Cool.
please. Thank you.
I do like the Pro controllers, but
How
I'm
does
looking.
that work? Actually, now that I think about it,
What?
the GameCube games, like, there's no port for a GameCube controller. Do you just use a Pro controller for the
You
GameCube?
use a Pro controller
Okay.
because I have.
Or just like the normal, like, just the Joy-Cons too?
You could probably use anything because what
Okay.
you do is when you're in the store.
Is there enough buttons for that?
What?
I thought the GameCube controller had like way more buttons than
The
what I'm
GameCube
thinking.
controller had a lot of buttons.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what? There was a bunch of buttons on that.
But it looks like they've got the C panel back on the Switch controllers. They've got the C directions. They've got
You mean
ABXY.
The D-pad?
They've got the D-pad and I thought they had the C arrows, like from the N64.
Because I know they had the 2 analog sticks,
'Cause
the
then they had
D-pad right
C-stick.
there,
Yeah.
and then they have like the 4 face buttons and then the 2 thumbsticks like a normal controller.
Dang it!
I didn't see another set because then they had the plus and minus, and then the pause and share menu. That the screenshots at launch, videos to come.
Yeah.
They're waiting for that. But yeah, it's the 2 analog sticks, the D-pad, the triangle, square. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how does that work then?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Because, I mean, when you're in the Wii U store looking at a Virtual Console game, it shows you all the compatible controllers you can use. So
Oh, okay,
I
so-
have, like, Super Mario World from the SNES,
Yeah.
and I can play with Pro Controller. But there again, it's an SNES game, so it's like a.
But what does the Pro
a
controller look
medium.
like?
Um,
I thought the Pro controller was just literally like an Xbox controller.
I don't know. Wow, if that's real, which it's not,
No,
but
that's
that's
not.
really
That'd
cool.
be really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Yeah, because the Pro controller is just like the Xbox.
Look at these. I want these to be real.
That'd be sweet.
Famicom. That's cool. Famicom skin.
Well, I bet that is real. Like you can do a skin, like the skinets.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, because the Pro controller is literally just like the Xbox controller. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So
not
yeah,
enough buttons. I didn't think.
So D-pad, it's like an Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
I wonder if there's gonna be.
You know what it looks like is those look like rubber grips. That would be really nice on the
Right.
on the handles.
Too bad the freaking controllers are like $70.
Sick.
Like-
Sick.
Like when the guy asked me when I was pre-ordering, he's like, "You want to pre-order any accessories?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to pay $80 for another set of Joy-Cons." And
Yeah.
for a Pro controller, I may think about it depending on how much money I have when I get it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how GameCube, because GameCube, I thought it did have more buttons on it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
unless I'm being really dumb, but like, I really thought there was more buttons on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm super. Actually, no. No, there's not more buttons because I remember there was like that big old freaking button in the middle there.
Yes.
And then they had, it was 4 face buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2, and then, okay, yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, the C stick.
It just, they had the buttons all weird looking.
It was a very odd controller. It was a very odd controller, yet it was the best controller for Melee and any Smash game, to the point where they brought out GameCube controller ports and GameCube like
Right.
classic controllers for Smash.
I'm sure they'll eventually probably do that too for the Switch.
Yeah.
Have a Pro GameCube controller.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it, really.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So, I mean, I guess that's where we're going to stop here for the Matty C Show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe below and check out our Leviathan Gaming Plays Live. New show live. We're doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So make sure to follow us on Twitch as well to not miss a beat. And as always, until next time, have a great one.
Bye.